2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Staples Center, downtown Los Angeles, and the freeways of LA, all painting the picture just where we are tonight. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Short a rotation player. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
So a look at the starters for the Wizards. We've got Russell Westbrook, Mo Wagner out there with Hachimura. Then there's Bradley Beal, and it's Matthews in at the 3, the small forward. And for Los Angeles, Matthews out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then it's Marc Gasol. Then it's LeBron James. And it's Caldwell Pope in at the 2-guard spot. And so off the tip, it's Washington's ball. And here's Westbrook. Beal deciding where to go with it. The Lakers with the rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Matthews against Matthews. Misses from close range. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for Washington. The pass to Hachimura. Wizards passing it around. Beal trying to break loose. And Westbrook gets it to go on the assist by Matthews.
I think you've got to respect the catch-and-shoot game of Russell Westbrook. He is excellent at pulling up.
And Hachimura's given name, Rui, means fortress in Japanese, and that's what he looks like out there. He's worked hard in the weight room, sports a solid frame with a terrific core and that great lower body strength.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
The Wizards have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Outside, Beal. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Matthews passes to Beal. 5 to shoot. Over Caldwell Pope. Good on the baseline, Jay. And you combine Hachimura's power with that 7'2" wingspan, Greg. He's physically built to succeed in a positionless NBA.
And add to that, Kevin, he's got solid athleticism along with a versatile skill set. Hachimura still needs to work on creating off the dribble, shooting the jump shot with consistency, but with his work ethic, there's a good chance he turns those into strengths.
LeBron outside. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That is his first foul of the game. LeBron outside.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Outside Westbrook, passes it to Hachimura. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul.
If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Beal against Matthews. And Beal gets it to go. Now LeBron. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
And how about this, Doris? For all of his offensive accomplishments, Beal has said he wants to make the all-defensive first team at some point.
Well, he has the instincts, the athleticism, and the tenacity to do exactly that, Greg. The problem is he has had to expend so much energy at the offensive end. But what you love is he's willing to take on difficult challenges. That should help him qualify.
Washington leading now by 9. Pass to Hachimura. Shoots over Kuzma. Misses off the right iron. And so Gasol will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Looking for the first basket of the game, and it's in there.
Well, this guy has got such a complete offensive arsenal. Even on pull-up jumpers, Marc Gasol good to go.
It's Beal on the wing. Shoots over Matthews. Washington gets it back, and a new 14. Hachimura, no good. Lakers trail by 7. LeBron outside. And he drops it in from the low post.
Almost seems unfair, gentlemen, to have a guy as strong as LeBron be able to handle the ball the way he does.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I got a chance to chat a little bit with Frank Vogel. He believes that Bradley Beal's playmaking is now almost as dangerous as his scoring. Coach said, as Beal became the target for defenses, he's adjusted, and now he burns them with the pass. That's why we're going to play him straight up tonight. And that means Beal could get going early and often. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Westbrook with the steal. And Beal kicks to Matthews. Can't get it to fall. For Los Angeles, they've gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Gasol dishes to James. The tray buries it from three-point range. James has got 5 now.
Boy, what a stroke. LeBron James every year builds brick by brick in his game, and that perimeter game, woo-hoo, sweet.
Now, here's Wagner. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. They double-team Beal. Feeds it to Matthews. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Caldwell Pope.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
First one falls for him. Lopez, he's checked in for Washington. Davis Bertans comes in for Hachimura. Both free throws good from Matthews.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Lakers trail by 6. Here's Caruso. Pass to James. Over Westbrook. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. He's got 7.
I'll tell you, LeBron James can put a defender on skates, keep him off balance. There is no limit to where this guy can score from.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's the Wizards up 4. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. bit earlier, we had a chance to chat with Kyle Kuzma, who loves playing alongside so much talent.
You know, for me, it's super cool just to learn, sit back, watch, but also compete against these guys. You know, that's something that I want to do. So to be around those guys and, you know, be in the foxhole with those guys is, you know, it's pretty incredible.
Well, Kuzma Greg has certainly learned a lot, proficient at the offensive end, and adding more to his game every day.
Yeah, I mean, he's been focused on improving the defense and rebounding, and much of that is due to the players he's been surrounded by.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Wizards, guys.
They've gotten to the line with tremendous consistency here through the first period.
And this is why coaches say be aggressive. As long as you're playing smart, good things tend to happen, even if you're on the road.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Washington, Travis Berton's out there with Avdia. Then there's Bradley Beal. Then there's Robin Lopez. And it's Westbrook in at the 1. Here's Westbrook after the basket by the Lakers. Outside, Beal lets it go from the wing. Rebound by Harrell.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Well, you know, teams look for +6s, players whose wingspans exceed their height by a half foot. Montrezl Harrell is a 6'7" player with a 7'4" wingspan. If you're struggling with the math, ladies and gentlemen, that's a +9.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. So they take the lead. Harrell's got his first bucket of the night.
Montrezl Harrell relishes the opportunity to mix it up on the interior. Nice finish.
And between his length and his athleticism, Montrezl Harrell well suited for that role of small ball center, Greg, in today's NBA.
Yeah, I mean, he's fearless. Even giving up a few pounds, a few inches, he'll go right at you and making steady improvements as a rebounder year over year.
Taking 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
Wow, the fire, the passion. Russell Westbrook plays the game with such unbridled intensity. The relish he takes in competition on a nightly basis is special.
And Russell Westbrook drops them both. Here's James. He's got 7. Fires from deep. And no good that time. And Washington the other way now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Down low, here's Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
Let's remember, Westbrook is capable of triple doubles because of this kind of passing. My goodness, that's pretty.
LeBron with it. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Out of bounds, Washington takes possession. We have got to see that sensational mobile 1 block again.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense, and that is one heck of a rejection right there.
Wizards leading by 3. Outside, Beal. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. There's the pass to Morris. And he misses the fast break layup.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
It was right there for him. He'd love to have that one back. That was embarrassing.
Now here's Beal. He's got 8. Passes it to Bertans. 3-pointer. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. And here's James. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. It's a 3-point game. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Lakers shooting their first free throws of the night.
And they shot their free throws at a measly 73% clip over the course of last season.
And he knocks down the first one. Raul Neto's checked in for Bradley Beal. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Washington's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Westbrook passes to Bertans. Back to Westbrook. Bertans kicks to Neto. Over in the corner, Bertans. The Lakers with the rebound. And one of the premier floor spacers in this game now, Bertans. Greg presents a matchup nightmare.
I mean, no one can challenge his shot. He's 6'10", has that high, quick release, and can hit it from 30 feet. 2 years in a row now, he's been over 42% from range. And the scary part is he's starting to round out the rest of his game.
And here is Lopez after LeBron James hitting the three. It's deflected. Morris passes to Horton Tucker. James up top. Takes a shot at the elbow. Here's Harrell. Morris trying to free himself up. Harrell, that's good. And it's a 4-point Los Angeles lead.
Yeah, this guy is tremendous at keeping plays alive. Montrezl Harrell getting to the offensive window.
Westbrook kicks to Bertans. No good again that time.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered. Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Avdia. Here's Lopez. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Lopez has got his second bucket of the night. Lakers leading by 4. Caruso, the pass to Morris. Pass to Caruso. James looking it over. Morris outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Harrell, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. They get Russell Westbrook.
Harrell is not going to back down. Hangs tough and finds his shot opportunity. Gets to the foul line.
First trip to the line for him here.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
That's good from Harrell.
Boy, what you appreciate nightly about Montrezl Harrell is he leaves nothing on the floor. This guy plays with ferocity, with energy, and he's turned himself into a legitimate threat.
And both free throws good for Harrell. 3 seconds left.
Oh, that was worth the price of admission.
Now the superb athleticism of Russell Westbrook on full display. The vertical out of this world.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Lakers lead by 4. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Kentavious, you guys were getting a lot of offensive rebounds in the first half. How important was that?
I man, there is important, man. We got to keep them off the glass. We can't get them second shot, and we got our offensive rebound too as well. Get us some second chance at the basket. Just keep working hard.
Well, you made it work in the first half, KCP. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. A competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. They only had a couple rough stretches, and as the first period came to a close, they had a 4-point deficit. They turned it on in the second quarter, and instead of staring at a halftime deficit, they've got a 4-point lead. What'd you think, Kenny, about what we saw from the Lakers?
Well, we can't look past the work that their reserves have done tonight. There was a big difference between the teams in terms of points off the bench, and that could be a big factor in close games. When you can lean on your bench for offense, it's a nice advantage.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on Washington?
Well, their poor rebounding is really hurting them. It hasn't killed them on the scoreboard yet, but they need to pick it up. This is a game they can win. If they come out hustling in the second half, they can win.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. We've got Caldwell Pope. Harrell is out there with Marc Gasol. Then it's Matthews, and it's LeBron in at point guard. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Now here's Matthews. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Pulls up, clock at 6. Another miss by James. Wizards trail by 4. Here's Beal, and that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Beal's got his team on the board first here in the second half for the Wizards. Caldwell Pope against Beal. Matthews scanning the floor. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for Washington. It's blocked.
And love the defensive activity from KCP, selling out there for the block.
It's Gasol missing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
The Lakers making a switch here. Kuzma's checked in. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half.
Well, this is what you call your big man playing big. Terrific work on the glass. Well, you think about Marc Gasol. This is a former Defensive Player of the Year. Obviously, he's not the star or the focal point he was at the peak of his career. But this guy still impacts the game at a very high level. Not a terrific start here in the second half. 4 attempts, nothing to show for it.
Beal against Matthews. Outside, Beal.
And Doris, with Gasol, it's on the defensive end where his impact is felt the most.
That's exactly right. He still makes life difficult for opposing centers. He's strong. He's smart. He knows all the tricks of the trade. Watching Marc Gasol play is a pleasure.
Here's Caldwell Pope after the made shot from Bradley Beal. Caldwell Pope, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And always a smooth athlete. KCP doing a better job of drawing contact.
2 shots.
That free throw good from Caldwell Pope.
Yeah, much improved foul shooter. KCP also starting to get to the line at a higher rate.
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
Yeah, he gets them the lead at the free throw line despite the one miss.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
We know that Russell Westbrook isn't afraid to mix it up inside. He knows how to get defenders to hit him on these opportunities.
The Wizards have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
At the line for 2.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Caldwell Pope against Beal. Now here's Caldwell Pope. He's covered closely, uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Lakers lead by 1. For Washington, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. There's Beal with the 3. That's tipped.
Exceptional defense from Wes Matthews. This is one of the best defenders in the game.
Caldwell Pope against Beal. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. The Wizards shooting under 40% all in all for the game. Kuzma against Westbrook. Here's Wagner. That shot missing. Kuzma with the defensive effort. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Low block shot on the way. Rebound, Washington. Wagner's got 5 rebounds tonight. When Kuzma first entered the league, the Lakers were a rebuilding team. Now, Greg, he's one of the more experienced pieces on this team.
And Kuzma's made the most of it, switching to a learning role, tries to absorb as much as he can from the vets, and he does everything he can to pick their brain and improve on those little things in terms of championship caliber basketball.
Now here's Westbrook, following the miss by Kyle Kuzma. And here's Matthews from the arc. The rebound by the Lakers. LeBron's got his 4th rebound in this one. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Caldwell Pope. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for LeBron. Bertanis, he's checked in for Washington. Washington trailing. Westbrook surveying the D. Pass to Wagner. Here's Bertans, guarded by Kuzma. The kick out to Westbrook. Shot clock at 6. Here's Hachimura. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Wesley Matthews picks one up.
Well, you know Rui wants to score it. He will not retreat in the face of some tough defense. Nicely done.
And Doris, don't forget a consensus All-American in his final year of college. Hachimura scoring almost 20 points a game.
Yes, Greg. He helped the Gonzaga Bulldogs to 37 wins in each of his last 2 years, and obviously played in some big-time games. Was asked to step up in key moments, and he delivered.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Harrell's checked in. Raul Neto's checked in for the Wizards. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
It's such a joy to see the diversity of the NBA growing. Rui Hachimura becomes only the second Japanese-born player to be drafted in the NBA. Incredible stuff.
Here's Caruso. Bertans grabs the board. The Wizards with the lead. Here's Hachimura. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Boy, even with the contact, Rui Hachimura doesn't lose his touch or his concentration. So tough to distract this guy.
Here's Caruso. He can't hit that time. Wizards leading by 3. Beal from long range. Rebound by Harrell. Harrell's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
Caruso, no good. Neto, the pass to Wagner. The shot, no good. Kuzma with the defensive effort. Puts up a 3, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. We're at the end of the 3rd, and we've still got a close one. Wizards out front, leading by 3. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the 4th quarter could have even more action in store for us. So on the floor for Washington. In at forward, it's Hachimura and Bertans. Then there's Robin Lopez. Then there's Bradley Beal. And it's Neto in at the 1 spot. Yep, that one goes in there.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Here's Kuzma. Harrell trying to free himself up. Kuzma can't get it to go. Washington leading now by 5. Neto, the pass to Lopez. Neto finds Lopez. Wizards passing it around. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And that one is good from Bradley Beal. And the Wizards lead by 7.
Oh, that's a tough finish by Beal, undaunted by the D.
Out to the right wing. Here's Horton Tucker. It's good from long range. Horton Tucker's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. And so it's Neto with the ball. He'll bring it up for Washington. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. There's Beal with the 3. Good on the 3-point shot.
Efficiency has been the hallmark right now down the stretch. He is making the most of his opportunities.
Caruso looking for an opening. It's Kuzma top the key. Right side Gasol. Back to Kuzma. Shoots the 3. That one doesn't drop. And Washington the other way now.
And he has lost all confidence out there. Still not a single field goal made in the game.
Neto kicks to Lopez. And the pass to Hachimura. Here's Neto. The 3 ball. Kuzma pulls it in. And we're around 2 minutes into the 4th quarter here. Here's Caruso. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
That's a finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
As he should. Very impressive.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim. Okay.
Here's Neto. Hachimura the pass to Neto. Here's Beal. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Passes to Horton Tucker. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And that one drops.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Gasol dishes to Harrell. Looking for Gasol. He gets it there. And Gasol slams it in.
Well, Marc Gasol has done this a time or two, and that's a big-time delivery.
Astaneto. Here's the three. The Lakers with the rebound to take the lead. He can't get that one. Good D by Lopez. The Wizards have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Hachimura against Kuzma. Out to the right wing. Bertans kicks to Beal. Trying to get open is Lopez. And Bradley Beal with the three. Beal's got 12 points in just the second half.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're down by 4. 1:21 left in the fourth quarter. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Bradley Beal.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Frank Vogel talk to his team during the break. He told them, don't look at the scoreboard. It's 0-0. One play at a time. Execute the game plan. That's how we're going to win this game. Devin, he's trying to keep them focused.
Thank you, David. Now here's Beal. Over Harrell. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. And now it's a 6-point Wizards lead.
With the pressure on, Bradley Beal at his absolute best.
LeBron outside. Here's Matthews. And again, no good by the Lakers. 40 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Beal against Caldwell Pope. Outside, Beal. Launches a three. Matthews with the rebound. Timeout called the Lakers. They're behind by 6. 23 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
They need a quick basket here.
Well, preferably a 3, right? If there's a clean look, take it.
So it's the Lakers now.
Got to take the first good shot they can find.
They've got to be efficient with the clock. Quick score, quick foul. The heat is on, and Matthews comes alive. His shot-making ability in these situations is downright crazy.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game out.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Wesley Matthews. That's his 3rd personal foul. Shooting for Washington, Bradley Beal. 2 shots.
Shooting 2. He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
We are talking about an elite 2-guard. Bradley Beal can shoot it. He can guard virtually any position on the floor, and his ability to elevate his playmaking skills has changed the equation.
And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
Yeah, the crucial part of those free throws is that it now makes it a 2-possession game.
Caldwell Pope for 3. Rebound, Washington. And an intentional foul right there.
Montrezl Harrell. That's his 1st personal foul. Shooting for Washington, Russell Westbrook. With 2 shots.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. No luck that time either. Caldwell Pope kicks to Gasol. Can't connect from long distance. And so Washington takes the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Bradley, a close game tonight, but you guys pulled it out. Is this the type of thing down the stretch that you live for as a player?
It always is, because that's just the competitiveness of the game. I mean, it was a great game today, and I mean, down the stretch, you should always want the ball in your hands, and it should always be a pressure situation. I mean, you should always live for moments like that.
Well, you came through tonight. Congratulations. Back to you, Kevin.